guys, what's up? This is GVKCollectibles, and it is Mythical Mountain Monday today. So, well, and it's also not to mention this is the first video of October, even though the Owen video was the first video for October. This is actually going to be the first one filmed during October, which I'm very excited about. I love October, probably one of my favorite months. Has my favorite holiday, Halloween. I just love it to death. So one time I get to watch a bunch of like horror movies and not get judged, even though I do get judged regularly. So, before I jump into Mythical Mountain Monday haul, once again, Mythical Mountain, the Mythical Mountain auction / claim sale. They're just calling it a claim sale now, which is kind of nice. Was really great, a lot of good stuff. I was kind of dead tired because I went to Ocala the other day, but like other than that, I did get some good stuff. I was pretty tired, so I was like kind of have to pay attention, and there was stuff that I wanted. I didn't get it because I was a little tired. So, but before we jump into the actual Mythical Mountain haul stuff, I am going to jump into some stuff that I did get from Mythical the other day, and also I did get from from Target today because I went there. I think the first thing I want to do is it's just a Mercari pickup, but it is a really cool thing. It's Mothman from the Cryptic from Point Pleasant. This is a Funko Pop HQ exclusive limited edition. So this was really kind of a this was like, because I love the Mothman, I love the cryptics, I love stories about cryptics. So, and this one's a really cool one. I've always wanted a Mothman Funko Pop, so this is a cool little one. So yeah, there's that. These are just gonna be two quick ones that I'm gonna show. I love, as you guys know, it's October. I love horror movies. I may do these. I might do a few of, not a few of these, but I may do like some recommendations for horror movies throughout different videos. So, first one is Evil Dead, directed by Sam Raimi, of course, who stars Bruce Campbell as Ash. This is a really good one. It's a legitimately good horror film with a lot of great effects, a lot of great atmosphere. And next one is Us, directed by Jordan Peele. This movie is freaking fantastic. If you've not seen it, I definitely suggest watch it. I haven't seen Get Out yet. I actually do plan on seeing Get Out this October, so yeah. So these are actual things that I got from Mythical Mountain the other day. Well, this one is from today. So I got the Batman cover of Batman vs. Predator. I do have the regular Predator cover, of course, but I just didn't have the Batman one, and they are a kind of connecting cover. So I got Batman, which I really love. I love that cover. It's really cool. Some other ones I got where this was a complete set. It is Batman Aliens from Dark Horse and DC. So it's basically Batman fighting the alien, which is pretty cool. Both these, and here's issue 2. It's a pretty cool, wonderful cover art too, by the way. I just want to say that, like, especially this one, you could hang this one because of how cool it is. Also, it is kind of and it also has my favorite DC logo too. I really like that one. So the next two, this is a complete set of 2. It's called Predator, the Bloody Sands of Time, and I believe this is, I don't know anything about this story, but it does look like it appears to take place during World War II, which is very interesting, and I think that's a cool story idea, so I am excited to actually read this comic. Here's the second variant, which is really cool. I only say World War II because those dudes look like Nazis, and the Predator is killing Nazis, which I think is okay. I think everybody would champion the Predator killing Nazis in World War II. And the last thing is, I already have the regular version. I'm actually going to try to sell that one, but I got the new Godzilla the Half-Century War hardcover by James Stoke. He is the writer and the illustrator on this, and this book is beautiful. Like, it is a great book. Basically what it is, it's about this one guy who just goes, it starts in 1954 during the original film, and it just goes through the different, like, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, about this one dude who, in his kind of like lifelong obsession with fighting Godzilla and trying to kill him, ultimately, it's a really cool book. The art, once again, by James Stokes, is phenomenal. It's really, really cool. James Stokes also did the first issue of Godzilla in Hell 2, which the art in that's really good. But this is where he began with Godzilla, was Half Century War. So if you guys come across this book, or even come across the older print, trade paperback, or if you just want to buy this digitally, because I assume you can buy this digitally, definitely read it. It is a great Godzilla story. So, with the initial those out of the way, as you can tell, I did quicker. I did those relatively quick. So with these, I'm not going to be as quick, so I'll get to talk to them, talk a little bit about them. But let me start out with my first one that I got from. So this is all auction stuff. So the first one I got from the auction is Batman: The Return. So this is a point in the DC continuity of where Batman was dead, but he was actually kind of going through time because he got hit by the Omega Beams. Once again, comics are hard to explain and hard to deal, but basically this is just his return, Batman's return. He has a new costume design. This is a one-shot done by Grant Morrison and with art by David Finch, and this is actually signed by Finch himself, which is really, really cool. The art, I actually really like the bat suit. I like that, the kind of orange, I don't know what the name of that shape is, but it's the yellow bat emblem, which looks really cool, and the art just looks really great. So yeah, that's my first pickup from the auction. I tried to go in order of when I got these, but ultimately it's kind of hard to do. But here we have Justice League 25. This is a variant cover, but it looks wonderful. Wonderfully done. It's done by, looks like it's actually done by Snyder and Typhon. So that looks really cool. You got the Trinity, of course. You got Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman. You got Hawk Girl. You got, I think that's Jon Stewart. You got Barry Allen, and you got Aquaman too in there. Really, really wonderfully done variant cover. I think it looks really cool. Speaking of more variant covers. So here we have it's the Year of Villains Hostile Takeover. It's Justice League 17. It's the variant with Zatanna on it. Zatanna is a really cool character. She is a magician who, how her spells work is she says whatever it is backwards, which is really, really cool. She'll sometimes team up with Batman, but she is a kind of main fixture of the Justice League Dark team, which is really cool. It just looks the cover looks really cool. Once again, I'll have a lot of these on my I'll show these off on my Instagram, of course, kind of do a little bit of a better look at them, but yeah, I love the variant cover. It's really beautiful, and really cool. The purple in the eyes and everything looks fantastic. So the next one, yeah, let's do this one. So the next one I got is Batman Arkham Knight special issue featuring the adventures of Batgirl. So this is just a one-shot. This was back in the when Arkham Knight was coming out. I think this is from the judging of it, it definitely looks like it's it is post New 52, but it isn't. It's pre-Rebirth. So this is just. I have no idea. I've actually never read any of the Arkham Knight side stories. I've only played the game. And you know all that Batgirl's Oracle in this, so it's a story taken in the past. But the cover looks really, really good. I really like the Arkham Batgirl design. It's really cool. You also get Harley Quinn. Hey, don't forget about yours truly, which is a kind of a fourth wall breaking moment, which I kind of like. I like those these kind of little things in comics, because that's what I think makes them not makes it, but it's a cool thing of the medium. To show. Once again, a really, really beautiful cover. Once again, I'm excited to read that one. So yeah. So the next one is something I don't collect many of this character's books. I like the character, but I don't collect them. But this was just such a cool cover, and it's it kind of makes sense because it is Halloween, of course. So it is a cover of the Invincible Iron Man. Of course, I can't find the number on it, but it is the Invincible Iron Man, and it's him versus death. What price life? Which doesn't make any sense, but it is a cool cover because it is Iron Man's being held by the Grim Reaper. I figure it was a really cool variant, not variant, but a really cool cover A lot of the Iron Man covers they showed off on the auction are really cool. Like, I can't believe how cool of Iron Man, like, covers for Iron Man are. Really, really well done, really cool, and, yeah, it's just wonderful. Like, it's really cool. I love the colors of it, and the look. I dig the look of old vintage comics. There's just something about them, like, the Silver Age and, like, Golden Age, Silver Age kind of comics, so yeah, I just generally like those. So I am going to stop this for real quick, just because my camera's about to turn off, is about to stop recording, so I'll be back in a minute. Alright guys, so we're back. So, you know what, I'm going to save one of the other ones. I still have more stuff, it's just, the stuff, like, the ones that I'm going to show off at the end are very, very cool to me, at least. So, but let's start with this one. It is a supplement guide to comics of Ghost in the Shell, and this is a Dark Horse. So this is a part of the Wizards magazine. So let's pop it open on camera. This is really cool. I really love the original Ghost in the Shell, and I really like I love the cartoons, I love Standalone Complex, I like Standalone Complex Second Gig. I haven't seen any of the Arise stuff, of course, but I'm not opposed to it, but oh wow. So yeah, like what this is, it looks like it is a little preview for the comic adaptation, because Dark Horse actually did, they just didn't do comics, I think they also ported over some manga too, which is really cool. And wow, the color, like, and this is just a little preview. You also get to see, like, kind of concept and, like, sketch drawings of, like, Major and everybody else, which is really cool. Like, shown here's the first character design of the upcoming. Oh, so this is, yeah, this is before, and it also shows a preview of the, some of the sketch designs for, the movie itself. So this was before, this came out before the first Ghost in the Shell movie came out, which is really cool. Really, really cool. I mean, I've never actually seen any of these before. I've never seen these little previews. I mean, the closest thing I get to for previews is the previews that you can find at comic book stores, where they can preview out the story. That's how I discovered Big Girls, which is a really cool story. It's like kind of like a mixture between Godzilla and I guess, like, it's weird, previews called it a mixture between John Wick and Godzilla, which I think is really cool, and it's a fun story. It's really interesting, really cool. It's a story that I'm really excited to see where it goes. So, the next, oh, of course, let me grab it real quick. So the next one that I have, so this is kind of going to be the last of the main haul before we get into what I was really excited to get, but it is a 1/15th variant of Vampirella. I believe this is, oh, this is so this is, it looks like it's Vengeance of Vampirella? I don't know, but it is a wonderfully done variant cover with Vampirella. If this is, I'm just going to pop it open and see, because I don't want to lie to you guys to say what this is from. Oh, yep. Yep. Yep, this particular variant is from Vengeance of Vampirella, which is a fun story. It's a continuation of, I think, a story that took place within the 90s, and it got canceled, and then it came back, of course, now. And it's, you know, it's pretty good. I think it's good schlocky fun, which I can't necessarily argue against, because, you know. But, so, that's most of, so, we're on to the last stuff now for the Mythical Mountain Monday haul. So, let me get into it. So, before I jump in, so, as you guys know, I'm a big Godzilla fan, and Godzilla is, like, one of my favorite things of all time. I love the character to death, and I also am kind of slowly in the process of collecting the Marvel series, the old Marvel series back in the day. I think it was the 60s and 70s. I do have issue number 1 and a few subsequent issues. And unfortunately, I don't have all of them with here, but I did get some cool issues, which I think are really, really cool. So, let's jump into it. So this first one I didn't get off the auction itself, but a good buddy who usually watches the auction too, his name's Trey. he actually got this, there was like a few auctions ago, I think like 2 or 3 auctions ago, and he beat me to it. And then I went into the store today and to get my stuff. He was there today, and he's like, "Oh, is Dalton here?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm right here." And Trey ended up giving me this issue of Godzilla #3. He's actually fighting the Champions, which is a team consistent of Angel, Silver, it looks like, oh no, it's Iceman. Iceman, Black Widow, and Hercules from of the Marvel Comics. So, and that's pretty cool. Like, I knew about the Champions just because this issue, San Francisco earthquake. So Godzilla's attacking San Francisco, which is very different, which I think the Champions at the time were a San Francisco team. Usually it's weird with a lot of comic book character teams at this time, I think, specifically. They were trying to expand it more side, because New York was always the I feel like the epicenter for everything in Marvel Comics. Then they decided, because I know Daredevil went over there, Venom, when he became Lethal Protector, went over to San Francisco, and a few other characters. So I do think the Champions were they were kind of free, like they were mobile, but they were in San Francisco at the time. So, but it is a pretty cool cover. Like, once again, there's something about the classic Godzilla Marvel Comics I just genuinely love to death. The design is really kind of like archaic, but there's a certain, I don't know, there's just a certain charm to the Godzilla design in the Marvel Comics. So that is issue, and this is to say this is issue #3, third issue of the series. So I'm getting there. I'm going. I'm collecting them as they go. So these are the next two. So this one is I actually think is really, really cool. It is Godzilla King of the Monsters, the Marvel Comics group, and it is him fighting the Fantastic Four. So you got the Silver, you got Human Torch, you got Mr. Fantastic, Reed Richards, you got Ben Grimm, aka The Thing, Sue Storm, the Invisible Woman. I think it's the Invisible Woman. Sorry, I just got like the Invisible Man on the mind. So because it's October, man. The Men and Monsters at the Metropolitan Museum, starring the Fantastic Four, which is really cool. I don't know. Okay, so the reason, even though Godzilla doesn't seem like he's in proportion here, is because I think there's a story point of where Hank Pym actually shrinks Godzilla down to human size. But he looks a little bigger here, so I think that's it is a continuation of that story of him fighting like the Avengers and everything. Because I also know there's a cool cover too. I think it was like just a preview, but it was like a kind of a tribute to the Nick Fury Howling Commandos. But it was either Nick Fury Howling Commandos or just him. A reference to the S.H.I.E.L.D. one, but it's basically Godzilla like coming at the screen with an eye patch on, looking like Nick Fury, which is really cool. But yeah, this is a really cool one. Fantastic Four were the kind of quintessential team back in the early years of Marvel. And I think they're slowly getting back to it, just because there was that whole situation of when they were owned by Fox, and like whoever was in charge of Marvel Comics at the time. Not the editor or anything, but they were like trying to get rid of them, not use them or anything, because they were used by Fox, and that's how you get like crappy stuff like the X-Men, who were kind of being sidelined at the time, and the Inhumans were trying to be pedestaled up as to be a replacement for both the Fantastic Four and the X-Men, which ultimately that didn't happen, thank goodness, because you can't really replace those sentimental characters, those characters within the Marvel studio. So, and I mean, Hickman's doing a wonderful job, I think, with the X-Men right now. I think the stories are going really cool. Sort of X is actually going to be a really cool series. I feel like it's going to be a good event, hopefully. So, but anyway, getting back to so this is the final comic, of course, of the day, and it is Godzilla 24. So this is the final issue of the series. So I have the first. Oh no. Oh god, I accidentally sent him flying, but that's okay. A little blooper on the camera, of course, you'll get to see. But we do get to see Godzilla, King of the Monsters, the final issue. Now, it doesn't say it's the final issue, but this is, unfortunately, the final issue. The series had a 1-24 run, and it was only a few years ago beaten by Rulers of Earth, because it was beaten by one extra issue, but hey, that series is really great. It's fun, good art from Jeff Zondero and Matt Frank, and it's just, for me, I feel like Rulers of Earth is just not generally a good story. It is a good story, I really like it, but it is more of a destroy all it's more Godzilla than I would say this, because even though this is pretty Godzilla too, I'm not judging of what Godzilla is, but like, just everything, like, because you have fans working on that book, and it looks great, and it's wonderful, and you get to see cool things that you normally don't get to see in the movies, which I really love. So yeah, that was pretty much it for the Mythical Mountain Monday, of course. So we also have we're actually planning another video. I think we're going to be filming it tomorrow, but it is really cool. So we went to I won't say too much. It's kind of going to be a cool little video, but we got that coming along. And there's also going to be, of course, more figure reviews. I am kind of debating of what I want to do for the review. I may actually review the King Kong first, because that was a figure I was really looking forward to. Really, all the figures I got in last Mythical Monday were a lot of good figures that I was really looking forward to. So yeah, if you guys like the video, make sure to hit subscribe and hit that little bell notification so you get notified when we do Mythical Mountain Mondays, What's in the Box Wednesdays, figure reviews, and so maybe we'll do some random videos too during the week, during this month, because it's October, of course, so it is Halloween. I may do movie recommendations for you guys for horror movies, that if you do love horror movies, I'll throw some along. You got throw some out there. There we go. God, I can't speak today. So yeah, and also don't forget to hit that little bell notification, give us a like, and also check us out on Instagram. I'm GVKCollectibles, of course, and you can also check out Jack's Pop Guy 2 on Instagram. He also has a Mercari shop on there too. I am also kind of getting slowly into selling stuff on Mercari. I don't have too much on there already, so I'll just wait till I have a little bit of a decent amount of stuff on there. So yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and peace.